So you might be wondering, what the heck am I doing here? The thing that I'm doing is glitching out Audacity and my capture card program at about the same time. I don't think I'm able to save. I get the feeling that this game doesn't let me save files properly, so we can't go back. Basically, Amber gave us a glider without giving us a glider license, so we're kind of in trouble, and she has to examine us on gliding. Paimon thinks that since our friend is the examiner, she can cut me some slack. It's fine, I can do this.
You'll glide through it. I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problems. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it, just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only one person per wing glider, no carrying anything over the set weight limit, no taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth.
Wait, why not? Oh, is Animo the wind type of... Because everything else is ended in an O, does Animo mean wind?
Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get started.
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
We're done.
The Knights of Favonia's gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
I guess I better get... They don't even let me pick a funny option. You begin to read the gliding instruction manual with
When the
Paimon.
first wisp of wind brushed across the land, birds that yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
Alright, that's a cute little fairy tale.
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style?
I mean, if I say it out loud and the option is right there.
Anyway, let's go find Amber.
Wouldn't it be funny if it turned out that she gave us the wrong book? And what was actually supposed to be a heavy textbook, she got mixed up with a fairy tale book that she was reading on her own. And then she realizes, oh, I really don't want to admit that, yeah, sure, that's exactly what it was. That looked like a sheer cliff face I had to climb up. So, L left. Ah, okay, that does give us what we want, actually. Let's take this slow. Amber, hello? Are you here? I learned how you birds fly.
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down?
I can't say I really grasped the rules.
Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there. Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all.
She gave us the wrong book.
Really? Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual.
Cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix.
We got the wrong book.
Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo Slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo Slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it.
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly.
What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual?
This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route to the finish.
I'm ready. Oh, this is actually kind of intimidating. You get these sudden bursts of speed when you go through the white rings, and that sudden change in momentum makes me worry about overshooting or undershooting these rings.
You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
I take it we're not allowed
Alrighty
to...
then. You heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting.
It would be a horrible thing to do, to try and use that embarrassment to try and to blackmail our way into a clear. But it is a little bit tempting because I have things to do, and this is probably going to end up being a long episode because I don't know how much. Or maybe it's not going to be. Maybe it's actually going to be a short episode because I honestly can't tell whether I've lost the recording that I was taking when suddenly it crashed. What happened was I looked over at Audacity and I saw things weren't working, so I clicked on it a bit, and then it froze up the recording program as well, so now I've lost that too. I'm just entering the cathedral and leaving again, because I think that'll give me a checkpoint to teleport to.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
She reminds me of Alicia Melchior. How many rings did we even need? I legit got lost.
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now.
Wait,
Let's
that
do
was
the
it?
final stage.
Easy! You've flown this way before anyway!
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Go. So it's about a minute long, so it's probably going to be a long glide. Or at least longer than the previous one. I wonder how many aspirants lose because they smack into that windmill.
Windborne Traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license.
My gliding license is, it got eaten by a Baron Bunny.
To glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact.
I hope it wasn't a
Fortunately, one of the
valuable
sisters
one.
put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic. But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance.
I was actually expecting this to be a secret test of character, that they want to check that someone with a gliding license will listen to the local knights or whatever. So I passed.
Once we've got this raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
They call him Raptor. Although I do have to ask, okay, why didn't, was this the one guy who didn't see me flying against the giant dragon? Would they really think someone flying against the Storm Terror would be, Wait, is this actually following Breath of the Wild rules? Yes, it is! Okay, lesson learned. This does actually follow the Breath of the Wild rules for swimming. But yeah, is he the only person who didn't see me fighting the giant dragon? You know, for something that I'm not going to make an LP out of, I sure am playing a lot of episodes.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
kind of makes level feel like a recommendation rather than a requirement. Or maybe it's the level 10 sword. In fact, it is probably the level 10 sword. Hey, we got another chest. Maybe someday we'll get to see that adventure rank 10. Oh. I didn't say it aloud, but I was thinking it's very nice that there isn't any rain to ruin our ability to climb. So let's test it. Doesn't feel like it screwed up our ability to fly.
This is Springvale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues.
Right, how do we use the elemental sight? That one.
Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
It looks like a broken tree branch.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore,
There are no elemental traces on it. It looks... a strip of cloth with animal markings on it.
So we've also
Looking
got
at the design
Batman
and the way it's woven,
Arkham's
there's a good chance it came from a
detective
wind
vision.
glider.
wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought.
If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
Very short rainstorm, we can say that much.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
Wait, are you telling me people actually do that?
Either
It's
way,
illegal.
let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
It's
Ooh,
illegal,
what's
but it
that?
doesn't
Looks
stop
like
people from
something's
doing
going on
it.
up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
We should probably investigate unlocking the map for this area as well. No special jump attack, it looks like.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but
Hilly Churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the Hilly Churl camps around these parts.
it's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Oh.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't...
Funny looking. In what way?
He was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object. The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase! Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
He is that-a-way, I guess. Oh! That's why I'm not picking up anything. It's because it was selected to... It was trying to cook stuff instead.
Freeze! Suffocate! You're open! Suffocate! What?
How?
You're open! Suffocate!
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure. But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him. Forget these guys. Come on, let's keep following the elemental markings.
Oh, right, there's elemental markings. My bad.
Huh. Look where we are.
The
There's no more
power
elemental
on the
markings.
artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him!
Except I was just sort of meandering around randomly anyway, so I didn't actually... Raptor's hideout. The reward for courage is flight. Use what you've learned about gliding to take him down. Yeah, we don't have anything that interesting about this party that we want to change. I mean, we've only got 4 people.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt himself. So, what do you say?
Watch me nail Raptor.
Good answer! Prepare for takeoff! Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
I feel like we did go slightly too fast to becoming the ultimate hero. Use wind currents to keep yourself afloat while evading enemy attacks. You can drop... Oh, you can drop bombs! Alright, but as I was saying, I think we became the ultimate hero a bit too quickly. Yeah, like, I'm thinking of how in Final Fantasy XIV, you didn't become the ultimate chosen hero, darling of everyone's eyes immediately. Like, even when you get to level 15, you have done some cool things, but you haven't exactly... You haven't saved the world yet. You haven't earned the respect of everybody. But it feels like here we have actually kind of skipped ahead a little bit. Okay, have to keep in mind, it's when I release, not when I tap. Also, we can't swap characters in this one, which makes sense, but still. Oh yeah, of course, everyone has bows. Why wouldn't they? It's not like they were yeah, I don't know. I'm just calling it out for being a little contrived that there isn't a single enemy with a weapon useless against gliding us. Although maybe it's because Raptor. They saw Raptor going past and they said, get out the bows in case he comes back.
Nice! You breezed through it! You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine.
We do have wind superpower after all.
Let's go!
Don't tell me I'm being reset because you didn't open the door. Oh. Okay, that's... I can put up with that. I'm not allowed to use the pause menu during dungeons, but I am allowed to use the quick draw menu? That's kinda weird to me. Also, we have Trial Amber even though she's a dead giveaway character. Like, they flat out give her to us. I hate analog stick targeting for ranged weapons like this. Oh wait, that's a Baron Bunny. Okay, now saying my license was eaten by a Baron Bunny is actually kind of, it's even more hilarious than it was in the first place. I'm beginning to think that this is just going to be an Amber world. Oh. Hi. Super attack!
Disappear.
Not so hard!
I don't know why, but I keep thinking that that they have some sort of elemental immunity, but they don't. They just hit with that element. Ow.
That's cheating! Hey!
This is not fun. Guys, or developers or whatever, I don't know what you were thinking when you made this section, but it's not fun. Even if they are dealing pathetic damage. Yeah, that was mandatory. Ugh, you can't switch character while gliding, don't even try it. Okay, so holding square does have an alternate effect to just tapping it rapidly. I'm sure somewhere it told me that, but I should have paid attention. Open door, please? Oh boy. HP is really quite important. Chowing down on some lovely made dishes and revisiting the statues of Seven are sure ways to restore HP. I've fallen out of the world game. And I've actually lost a character from doing that. Revive a character. 100 HP really isn't that good, is it?
I feel like running.
I don't know what went wrong the first time, but hopefully it won't happen a second.
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
Deep breaths, Amber.
You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across?
Some kind of elemental magic?
Can you see anything with your elemental sight? No? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no!
I thought he stomped an Animo slime.
We can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider. Haha!
This will take some serious guts, but it's not completely impossible.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness.
Go, Outrider!
Doctor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully, the wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Some of those words on screen didn't match what he was saying.
Amber, no! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Melt. Melt itself does not inflict damage, but the pyro or cryo attack that triggers it deals increased damage.
Freeze!
Here's something special.
Oi, I was not aiming at him. I was aiming at his goons.
Cool it!
Vaporize. When Pyro meets Hydro, Vaporize occurs. Both of them will disappear when they occur. It doesn't inflict damage, but it triggers increased damage.
Go, Baron Bunny! Hey!
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
All right, I got him! I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth.
Sherlock Holmes also said that.
At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem.
For a moment, I misread that and I thought she said, I passed out and did it no problem.
I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that.
So you're saying that you get yours confiscated all the time?
Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether. but I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
I feel sorry for
I'll head
Jean.
out first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
Didn't he escape? He used a smoke bomb.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the Outrider.
Anyhow,
When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt.
until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.
This gliding license.
Paimon was still speaking and I didn't listen. I hate that. But yeah. Darn, I was hoping one of these would raise adventure experience so we could find a way to get through quickly, but looks like we have to do this the hard way. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. Wait, we aren't allowed to teleport to the... Rude. Very rude.